procrastination, indecision, other things like stress, all of these things come from a lack of clarity. So, in this video, I'm actually going to give you 4 questions, which are actually part of a 42 question process. But these 4 questions are really going to help you to better understand yourself so that you can get focused, so that you can get back on track in your business, and so that you can start to relieve some of that pressure that maybe is causing you to not perform at your best. My name is Simon Lovell. I'm one of the top trending writers for entrepreneur.com, and I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs, top CEOs, Olympians turned entrepreneurs across multiple industries get back on track. So I just want to be clear about what this is and the process. Okay. So many years ago, I've been fortunate enough to learn from some of the best in the world, right? Tony Robbins, the people that have taught Tony Robbins. And I've just invested so much in myself. And part of that learning and part of that education is, getting clarity, right? So that I have been able to move forward. And one of the things that we need to recognize is one of the big areas of clarity is questions. Now, there's also a direct link between not asking for help and clarity, because for a lot of people, they try and go it alone. But the benefit, if you're in that camp, is that going through a process where you're asked a series of questions, if you do it in the right way and you don't do one word answers, is actually going to really help you. So I actually don't want you to pause the video when I go through these questions, because I'm going to give you free a kind of better way to do it. But I just want to kind of give you an outline right now of those questions. Okay. The first question is, what is the thing that you struggle talking openly about to others? The reason why that question is important is that that impacts suppression of our truth. Okay. And so if we're holding things back from other people, then that becomes problematic. So all of these questions, now, again, there's 42, right? But all of these questions help me get to the root of a challenge, the root of a real challenge. Okay. So what's the number one thing that you struggle talking openly about to others? Number two, which is, what do you need to let go of? The reason why that question is important is that it's actually the great book called Letting Go by David Hawkins. But if we got, for example, resentment in a relationship, that energy, that blocked energy, is going to cause us to not perform at our best. And when we're clear, we're focused. Okay. So if there's any kind of blockage through things that have happened in the past that we need to let go of, those things actually need to be addressed. Number three, which is, what do you fear the most? In working with hundreds of people, and I track the data because I've got so much data across multiple stages of processes that I take people through, the top 2 things that actually cripple an entrepreneur are fear, false evidence appearing real, and then also anger. Okay. Both of these are an energy. So the important takeaway from this video is to understand that your emotional intelligence and your energy impacts your results, right? And your clarity and your focus. So what do you fear the most? Okay. That's going to have a direct relation to your productivity. And the next one, which is, what drama and toxicity is there in your life? This could be relationships. Toxicity could also be things like drinking too much alcohol. All of these things block the path for us to be more focused and more clear. Okay. So I'm just going to go over those 4 questions again. What's the number one thing that you struggle talking openly to others about? What do you need to let go of? What do you fear the most? And what is drama and toxic in your life? Now, a lot of entrepreneurs often get stumped when I'm in a conversation and they're like, "Hey, Simon, I've got this big business strategy." And then I ask them the question, "Okay, tell me what's going on at home." And the point I want to make here is that a lot of the questions, not all of them on the 42 questions, are around personal issues. And the reason why that's important is that when we start to clear those and resolve those and open up dialogue and start to have the difficult conversations that we don't want to, you're going to notice a massive shift in energy, and therefore focus, and therefore productivity, and therefore results in your business. Now, I mentioned earlier that I didn't want you to pause the video and answer these questions, because I've got the 42 question process, which is free for you to go through. And I'll just give you some advice on how to do it within the Super High Performance group. It's free. So what you're going to do is click the link in the description, go into the Super High Performance community, understand you've got 7 days to do that process, which is part of the accountability. go through the conscious impact experience. Reason why that's important is that it will put you into a different state of mind. There's a short meditation in that. And then from that meditation, you want to go into the questions because you're going to be more honest, because you're going to shift your nervous system into a better place to answer the questions. Then the second step of that first step is to start answering the questions, and don't do one word answers. You really want to take your time and flush that out, almost like a journal entry, because that's going to give you honestly the best results. And I promise you, this is a proven process. You can see the testimonials within that process. It's going to help you. Okay, it's going to get you clear, and it's probably going to be one of the best things that you can do if you're in a rut right now or you feel stuck. But also just know that that's called the super high performance community, because if you go in there and you do it and you don't do it within a certain time frame, you're going to get removed, and there's actually a fee to get back in. All right, and the reason why I'm doing that is that I learned a long time ago that the biggest challenge for people is not getting stuff done, and so you've got to create consequences for people, and high accountability is something that I'm very, very strong on. So check out that link in the description. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please do. And let me know in the comments, which one of those questions out of the 4 that I gave you today do you feel right now is going to actually help you the most? And I'll see you in another video. Take care.